It's another Thursday night.
Thursday night with Trenny and C, 6 p.m. It must be.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty?
Check this out. I got martinis on my socks.
Nice.
So I'm ready for some drinking. And I haven't changed...
Seems to me like we've done some drinking.
We have.
Yeah.
And I haven't changed my shirt in about 10 videos.
But at least you put on a new hat.
I threw this hat on just to mix people up. They'll be like, oh, it must be a new day.
It must be a whole new day. Anyway.
All right.
Well, okay, we're going to introduce this one. This one is, world-renowned. Everyone knows the Macallan. And everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone loves it, but I'd say it's a really well-sought-after whiskey. A lot of people are super into it. A lot of people collect different bottlings of this guy.
But it does catch some hate.
It does catch some hate because this is one of those distilleries that...
Did you want that?
we might need it for notes.
Okay. For research and notes.
This is one of those distilleries that when I was in Scotland in 2013... did I mention I was in Scotland?
Oh, you did? Hey,
yeah.
Interesting.
A lot of people, especially like the master distillers and people that were in the biz,
Right.
actually had some negative things to say about Macallan.
Right.
A lot of the time, anytime it was brought up, they'd be like, those short, dumpy stills at Macallan, or something like that. It would be kind of like sort of negative or whatever,
right.
or if anyone brought up sherry casking their whiskey, like like Macallan, how they overdo it or whatever, like stuff like that. But the reality is,
haters, as we call them in the
reality
biz.
is that it's a damn fine single malt Scotch.
Yep.
And if you want to find out what we think about this guy, stick around.
Oh, good twist.
Drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Okay, we're back. So this is again Macallan 12. For a while there, they got rid of the age statements. So they were doing the amber and the gold and the
sienna and
puce. I don't think they're
so on and so forth.
Yeah. And so a lot of people, I think, a lot of people in the consumers have started complaining about the non-age statement because it's not really giving the consumer any information, especially when there's no indication a lot of the time. If there's non-chill filtration or natural color and things like that.
This one you have to dig really deep to find out about color.
Where is it here?
It's on here somewhere about blah 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 natural color.
It says really
color.
hard to find.
But you
when
do
it should
have,
just be straight.
You have to read like 2 whole paragraphs to figure that out.
Like that's just ridiculous. Anyway,
you know what else we have too is this other mini bottle here. What's the mini bottle one we have? Sorry.
C's going off stage to
off script. I'm going off script. This is the Macallan 12, exclusively matured in select sherry oak casks from Juarez, Spain. This is the red box.
Yeah. So this one, I think that one came out a little bit earlier, I believe. This is a relatively new release. This is also saying it's a double cask, matured exclusively in the perfect balance of sherry-seasoned American and European oak casks.
There you go.
So the thing with this is it's not that they're using bourbon casks. They're using things that have still been aged with sherry. Right. So I think that is the comment from a lot of haters out there that they overdo it with the sherry. But does that necessarily make it a bad product? I don't think so. I think Macallan is, especially when you can get some cheaper ones like the gold and the was it
sienna.
The gold we have?
Amber.
Gold.
We have gold. Yeah.
Either way, that one's a really, really good whiskey.
I paid $5.99 for this little mini bottle in Arizona last year.
That's not bad. It's only increased in value for us. Sell it for
We'd be buying
solid
this for a lot more.
$6.
Anyway,
Okay, here we go. Let's get to we do color, nose, finish, taste, and viscosity. Let's get straight to it, shall we?
did you even say taste,
Color, nose,
finish, and viscosity?
taste, finish, and viscosity. We do taste the whiskey.
We no longer taste the whiskey here at Trinity NC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, straight into color. What do you got there?
Putting the pressure on me, hey?
Yeah.
Shiny, golden,
Ooh,
bronze.
shiny golden bronze. It's the bronze
Can it be
age.
gold yet also bronze?
Yeah, there's like there could be a shimmer of gold to that
I
bronze.
did compare it against 4 other scotches, and that was the color I made up.
And
That was the fictitious color
I
came
did
up
the
with.
same tasting
yeah.
lineup as you, and this one definitely, compared to some of them, does have a darker kind of color that indicates that it has been aged in sherry casks.
But it is, as we mentioned, natural color. So
It
that's,
is. It is.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's on the box somewhere. It's hard to
Respect.
find, but
Respect.
okay. Getting straight into nose.
Heavy sherry.
It is heavily sherried for sure. It is soft and pleasant though. Like that's the 40% alcohol for you.
Creamy.
Yep.
Caramels in there.
And I get a definite toffee, definite honey. You
Hey.
said creamy for sure.
Wait for this.
Yep.
Wait for this. This is the defining moment.
Okay.
Pleather.
Pleather.
So not leather. Pleather.
Not quite plastic, not quite leather.
That synthetic leather
Yeah.
that you could get a cheap leather jacket.
Pleather jacket, yeah. Okay, and then I also kind of I was going out with a different angle. I was getting different notes there, where I was, along with the toffee and honey, getting a pecan pie filling. So like a butter tart kind of thing.
And interestingly, I put brown sugar sweetness.
Yeah, that's
Which
there.
kind
It's
of
all
fits
there
in
for
with
sure.
it. That's in your pecan pie recipe, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
There's a bit of a butterscotch on the nose. Okay, so that's, we could nose this all day and come up with notes if you want, but
Little bit
why
of
don't
lemon zing.
Ooh, lemon zing, love it.
Just a little bit.
Like, why don't you guys get some nose into some of these Macallans or different whiskeys out there, and you tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Taste the damn stuff.
It's a bit of a chewer, which is nice.
Okay.
It's a very soft arrival. The 40%, it's not a big kick to the face necessarily. Sometimes like a whiskey when you first try it, it's like, hoo-wee, this is powerful. It's not powerful, but it's dense and rich and nice.
Going straight into the finish, jumping. I haven't even said a tasting note, but it is leathery on the finish.
Yeah, definitely has that leather for sure. It's got some dried dates, kind of dried fruits on the taste there.
There is some sweet vanilla, but it is, like you said, it is pretty smooth actually, and there's also like caramel notes. Some of those things from the nose show up in the actual taste.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of like that butter tart thing I was talking about. Quite nice.
But it's easy drinking, and you can taste that sherry influence, as you would expect from a Macallan.
I think a lot of people that if they're getting into scotches, it's a nice. I mean, it's not terribly priced, this one, so you're not going to break the bank. It's like a poor man's luxury, really. And you're going to get some decent flavors out of this. An age statement.
Speaking of poor men, us,
Yes.
this bottle was given to us by Michelle Tucker. So thank you again, Michelle. If you watch the Trinity NC video of the Cowichan Valley Whiskey Festival, you can see at the very end us coming out of the Whiskey Festival with a big box of whiskey donated to us. And we even gave a bottle away to Food Quig.
Yeah, and one of our buddies.
Such a good
we
dude.
We gave 2 bottles away.
Yeah.
That was really nice of us.
This was one of the ones that we kept.
Yeah.
And even nicer of Michelle Tucker to give us all that whiskey.
Oh, Michelle, cheers and props to you,
cheers.
girl. We can't wait to see you next year.
She's probably like, oh,
man.
Again.
Damn again. Okay. Moving on.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Finish. Oaky.
Oak
It's
shows
still soft.
Soft. It's kind of a swift finish, I think. Like, it's not... doesn't stick around forever.
And
Yeah.
taste with me.
Okay.
I'll let it finish. Dark chocolate. Late.
Little bit of that dark chocolate.
Like a bit of dark cocoa.
Yeah, that kind of
Way at the
dry bitterness thing.
Way at the end of your glass when you're just smelling the empty glass.
The end of the tongue, the end of the yeah.
A little drying effect
Agreed.
there.
Agreed. So we did score this one up, I believe.
We did. I've got the digits.
Sure, let's lay down the digits. So we score our whiskey out of 33.33
As a maximum.
as a maximum. And what do we got?
You gave this a 27.17.
That's probably really good, actually.
I gave this. I'm a bit of a Macallan fan.
Yeah.
I gave this a 28.21.
Huge.
About a whole point better than you scored it. But that balances out 27.69.
Which is very reasonable.
That's pretty much where you want this bottle to land from a price perspective.
For sure. If it gets less, then it's... We've been asked on our comments what would be considered a low score. And I think, a good whiskey is starting at about 25, and getting up there, 25 point whatever, 0.5, I guess.
We've only scored probably 4 or 5 whiskeys over 30. Nothing has ever gotten close to... Nothing's made it to 32.
Have we scored over 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's been like two or three, 4 or 5 maybe even that went over 30. I think there's been 1... maybe 2 that crested that 31. Nothing's been in the 32. Nothing's been 33.
No. That would have to be mind-boggling.
Martin, if you're watching, Martin Colmer, you've got Jim Murray just throwing 97 points out there. 98, 99. But, like, where does that leave you? Are you telling me that Amroot Fusion is essentially the perfect whiskey? Come on. No. You can't tell me that there aren't, like, the Macallan 75 years old, like, isn't going to be a
or whatever it might be. Like, I've tasted
better than that, like...
Yeah, I mean, I've tasted...
Like, there's nowhere to go up from there.
I've tasted some Jim Beam products that outshine,
right.
some of these
highly expensive,
highly sought after, expensive whiskeys.
The thing is, we break it down by 5 separate categories, and we score those categories. We don't just arbitrarily throw it. Well, it's a 95. Well, it's a 95 based on what?
Each category has a different weight to it. So,
yeah.
Color has a lesser weight than taste because color is, it's important, but it can be tampered with.
I believe when the aliens take over the Earth, that they will watch all of the YouTube videos and they will choose our scoring system.
Absolutely.
They'll go, yes, this is a lot more thought-provoking and in-depth than Jim Murray's arbitrary random
Jim Murray
system.
is getting anal probed instantly.
Those whiskey-loving aliens will destroy him.
On that note, guys.
No offense, Jim Murray. Just kidding.
Okay, Jim Murray and everyone out there, thanks for watching. This has been Macallan 12. Very popular whiskey, so chances are people will see us talk about Jim Murray being anal.
Yeah, but most people won't watch this long.
No, that's true.
Our average view time like 4 minutes.
Okay, cheers, guys.
Wow, too much. I'm out of scotch.